Let me say this first, most shotgun lists just repeat the same names and call it a day, but if you've been paying attention lately, you've probably noticed something shifting. The shotguns people are actually talking about in 2026 aren't the ones that used to dominate every list. Different models are starting to show up more often, on ranges, in training setups, and in real conversations between people who actually run their gear. And there's a reason for that. These newer shotguns are easier to control, quicker to run, and they just make more sense for how people move and train today. So instead of throwing random picks at you, let's walk through the ones getting real attention right now and why people are starting to trust them over the old favorites. Number 7. Mossberg 940 Pro Tactical SPX. Let's start with something most people think they already understand, and that's exactly why it works here. The Mossberg 940 Pro Tactical SPX looks familiar at first glance. Same layout, same idea, nothing that immediately screams different. But once you actually run it, that's when it starts to separate itself. This isn't just another semi-auto trying to look tactical. This thing came out of competition shooting, where speed actually matters and mistakes cost you instantly. And that DNA shows up the moment you start pushing it. The cycling is fast, almost surprisingly fast for a shotgun in this category. You're not waiting on it, you're keeping up with it. Controls are oversized, easy to hit under pressure, and the loading port is opened up in a way that actually makes a difference when you're trying to move quickly. It's also optics ready, which means you can run it more like a modern setup instead of being stuck in old school limitations. Now here's where it gets interesting. A lot of people still think you need to spend big money to get this level of performance, but the 940 Pro Tactical SPX usually lands somewhere around $900 to $1,200 in 2026, depending on the variant and setup. And for what you're getting, that's exactly why it's showing up more and more. This is the kind of shotgun that doesn't try to impress you sitting still. It shows its value when you actually run it, and once you do, you start to understand why people are quietly moving in this direction. Number 6. Savage Renegade Security. This is one of those shotguns people ignore, right up until they actually shoot it. Then the reaction changes instantly. You don't hear people talking specs first. You hear them say how it felt, and that's really what separates the Savage Renegade. It doesn't try to impress you sitting still. It shows up the moment you start running it. What Savage did here was focus on control in a way most shotguns don't. The gas system isn't just there to cycle rounds, it's there to manage how the gun moves. You pull the trigger, and instead of that sharp, jumpy push you expect from a 12 gauge, it comes back smoother, more controlled, and easier to stay on target with. That changes everything once you start shooting faster, or when your stance isn't perfect. And that's the part people don't think about enough. Real use is not perfect. Your grip slips, your footing changes, your timing gets rushed. That's where most shotguns start working against you. This one doesn't fight you, it stays predictable, and that makes a bigger difference than most people realize. Now let's talk price, because this is not sitting in the entry-level category. The Savage Renegade Security usually falls around $1,300 to $1,600 in 2026, depending on the configuration. So yeah, you're paying more, but you're paying for how the gun behaves, not just what it claims to do. And once you actually spend time with it, you start to understand why the people who run their gear seriously don't overlook this one anymore. Number 5. IWI Tavor TS12. Now this is where people either lean in or completely write it off at first glance. The IWI Tavor TS12 doesn't try to look traditional, and honestly, that throws a lot of people off. But once you get past the way it looks, you start noticing what it actually does. And that's where things shift. The first thing that stands out is capacity. You're looking at 3 separate magazine tubes, and together they give you up to 15 rounds before you even think about reloading. That's not something you're used to seeing in this category, and the way it's set up lets you rotate between those tubes, which means you can load different types of shells and switch as needed. That alone changes how people think about running a shotgun. Then there's the size. Because of the bullpup layout, the overall length stays short while still keeping a full barrel, so you're not dealing with a long front heavy setup. It stays tight, closer to your body, and easier to move with in confined spaces. It feels different at first, no doubt about it, but once you get used to the balance, it starts to make sense. Now let's be honest, this isn't for everyone. It takes a bit of time to get comfortable with, and the manual rotation of tubes is something you have to practice. But if you're willing to learn it, it gives you options that most shotguns simply don't offer. In terms of price, the TS12 usually sits around $1,200 to $1,500 in 2026, depending on the finish and availability. So it's not cheap, but it's also not trying to compete with basic setups. This is one of those shotguns that doesn't follow the usual rules, and for some people, that's exactly the reason it stands out. Number 4, Mossberg 990 SPX. This is where you start seeing what 2026 is really about. Not a redesign for the sake of it, but a shotgun that feels like it was built around how people actually run their gear today. The Mossberg 990 SPX doesn't try to reinvent everything, but the moment you handle it, you can tell it's not stuck in the past either. What stands out first is how user-friendly everything feels. The controls are right where you expect them, sized properly, and easy to hit without thinking twice. The loading port is opened up, the charging handle gives you something solid to grab, and the whole setup just feels ready to move. You don't have to fight it or adjust your habits to make it work. Then there's the setup itself. Optics ready out of the box, M-LOK slots for accessories, and a layout that actually supports how people are running shotguns now instead of forcing upgrades later. That's a big deal because most people don't want to buy a gun and then spend more just to make it usable. And when you shoot it, that's where it really comes together. The gas system keeps things smooth, recoil stays manageable, and follow-up shots feel natural instead of rushed. It doesn't surprise you. It stays consistent, and that builds confidence fast. Price-wise, you're usually looking at around $1,000 to $1,200 in 2026, depending on the version. So it sits right in that middle ground. Not budget, not over-the-top expensive, but offering a lot for what you pay. This is the kind of shotgun that makes you realize something is changing. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly doing things better. Number 3, Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. This is the point where things stop feeling experimental and start feeling practical. The Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol doesn't try to impress you with wild features or unusual designs. Instead, it focuses on something most people actually need but rarely talk about. A shotgun that just works without demanding too much from you. Pick it up, and everything feels simple in a good way. Controls are easy to reach, nothing feels awkward, and you're not trying to figure things out under pressure. You load it, you run it, and it does exactly what you expect. That kind of simplicity matters more than people think, especially when things speed up and your focus isn't perfect. Then you shoot it, and this is where it really makes sense. The recoil is noticeably softer compared to a lot of others in this category. It doesn't jump around, it doesn't throw you off rhythm, and that makes follow-up shots feel natural instead of forced. It's the kind of gun that builds confidence quickly, even if you're not someone who spends every weekend training. And here's the part that catches people off guard. You don't have to go all the way into high-end pricing to get this kind of performance. The A300 Ultima Patrol usually shows up around $800 to $1,050 in 2026. And for what it offers, that's where it really stands out. You're getting something that feels reliable, easy to handle, and ready to go, without stepping into that premium price range. This is the shotgun a lot of people end up trusting once they stop chasing specs and start thinking about real use. Number 2, Benelli M4 EXT. This is where reputation actually means something. Not because people keep repeating it, but because this one has been pushed hard for years and still holds up. The Benelli M4 EXT isn't trying to win you over with new trends or flashy changes. It earns its place by doing the same thing over and over again, and not failing when it matters. The first thing you notice is how solid everything feels. Not heavy in a bad way, but planted. Like the gun isn't going to surprise you or shift around when things speed up. And that comes from the way it's built. The Argo gas system is simple, tough, and proven in conditions most shotguns never see. It spreads the stress, keeps things running, and doesn't ask for constant attention. When you actually shoot it, the difference shows up in consistency. It doesn't matter if you're running light loads or heavier shells, it cycles clean and stays predictable. The recoil is there, no doubt, but it's controlled in a way that lets you stay on track. You're not fighting the gun, you're working with it. Now the EXT version adds what people were already doing on their own. More capacity, better setup for optics, and a layout that feels complete right out of the box. You don't feel like you need to fix anything after buying it, and that says a lot. Let's talk money, because this is where people pause. The Benelli M4 EXT usually lands somewhere around $1,800 to $2,200 in 2026. It's not cheap, and it's not trying to be. But the reason people still go for it is simple. You're paying for something that has already proven itself again and again. This is the kind of shotgun people settle on when they stop experimenting, and just want something they know will hold up no matter what. Number 1. Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2. Let me say this straight. If you ask people who actually run shotguns hard, this name comes up again and again. Not because it's trendy, not because it looks good on a list, but because once you shoot it, it's very hard to go back to anything slower. The Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2 just feels ahead the moment you press the trigger. The first thing you notice is speed, and I don't mean marketing speed, I mean real noticeable difference. You fire one round, and before your brain fully processes the recoil, the next one is already ready to go. That's the blink gas system doing its job, and it changes how quickly you can stay on target. You're not waiting on the gun is keeping up with you. But it's not just speed, it's how easy it feels to run. The controls are exactly where you need them, the loading port is opened up, the grip holds steady under pressure, and everything just works together. You don't have to fight it, you don't have to adjust yourself around it. It fits into what you're doing instead of slowing you down. And here's something people don't talk about enough: confidence. This is one of those shotguns where after a few runs, you stop thinking about the gun and start focusing on what you're doing. That's a big deal, because when things aren't perfect, when your stance is off or your timing isn't clean, this thing still feels predictable. Now yeah, this sits in that higher tier. You're usually looking at around $1,500 to $1,900 in 2026 depending on the setup. But once you actually run it, the price starts making sense. It's not just another option, it's the one a lot of people end up comparing everything else to. And that's really why it lands here. Not because it's loud or flashy, but because it quietly does everything right. So guys, let me leave you with this. A few years ago, if you asked most people what they trusted for real defense, the answer was almost automatic. That answer is starting to change. Not because the old options failed, but because these newer shotguns are solving problems people didn't even realize they had. And now you've seen the difference. Some of these are built for speed, some for control, some just for pure reliability when things aren't clean or perfect. The real question is, which one fits you? Because at the end of the day, it's not about what looks good on a list. It's about what you can actually run when things get unpredictable. So tell me this, which one are you picking, and which one do you think I ranked wrong? Drop it in the comments. I read all of them. And if you're into this kind of breakdown, real talk, no recycled opinions, stick around. There's a lot more coming.
Listen.